I bought this jumbo yarn here that was on sale, and it's a yarn that you're supposed to make blankets with because, you know, you finger knit because it's jumbo. As you can see, it's very thick. But in today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how I made this statement jacket. It's beautiful, this jacket, guys, and the best of it is that you don't need any tools at all, only your fingers. Finger knitted the whole way, even the cuffs, the reduction of the stitches here, and it's gorgeous, guys. I think if you have some blanket yarn at home, you should make it because it's a very fast project. It's like it only took 4 to 5 hours to make. And it's warm for winter, and it's just a beautiful jacket to even go to a special place like a theater or an opera. Like, it's beautiful, guys. Seriously. And so let's dive into it. I'm gonna explain to you the whole process and how to calculate if you are a different size than me as well. It's really easy to, you know, just adjust as you go. So let's dive into it, guys, and I'm gonna show you the whole process how I made this beautiful jacket. This is the back of it. So to start making this jumbo jacket, we're gonna make a crochet knot this way and pull the loop inside. Make this tighter just by pulling this. And I want to have around 3 fingers of space in this loop here, just so it's not tied at the when we start knitting, because the knitting gets a bit more spread always than the bottom, so it's good to make bigger loops and just pull the yarn through each loop. I'm going to be making 18 of these loops, so you count each little one of these is a stitch. So I have 3 now, 4, so here you can see the width that your jacket is gonna have, and then you can actually place that in front of your body to see if the fitting is right before you start making the rows. Okay, now to work these rows, make the last loop a little smaller just for the finishing later, and this is gonna be our first stitch. Okay, we wanna aim for the same size of loops, so each loop you're gonna pull should have a similar size, and then you just put the yarn this way and pull loops through each one of these stitches here. See, there's a loop already here, and then you go to the next one. And then into the next one. Because this jacket is oversized, it doesn't matter if you make a little bigger. Okay, so now this is my last loop here, and then all I'm going to do is start working the other way. Okay, make sure the first stitch is not twisted and it's facing, the yarn's facing like this. And then just start going the other way, making sure you don't twist that yarn, and it's always going that way with this one, this loop first, and then here the second going that way, like this. And then I'm just gonna keep making rows, guys, until I have the size I want for this jacket, until I have the length I want. So it's gonna be a fair few rows, I'm guessing. I don't even know how many, but keep making these rows until you have the desired length you want. And then when it's time to change the yarn ball, just make a knot. Each row is a V, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, so I think it's gonna be around 20 rows, depending of how long you want it to be. I think I want it like 50 centimeters long. Leave me your comment if you like my content. Let me know. Let me know in the comments if you ever tried something other than a blanket with jumbo yarn, because I have a lot of ideas that I want to make with the yarn that I have left. So this is the size I have, 55 centimeters or 21.5 inches. And I'm going to make a square, so it's going to be basically 27 by 11 until now. So I'll need a few more, like around 22 rows for this. And then you can organize the stitches like this later just by pulling them to the side if there's any bigger stitches than the other. Now I got to the length that I wanted for my bag. And then now I'm going to work only 8 stitches this way. I'm going to leave one stitch open, and then I'm going to make the other side. And then just leave the other ones open, because we're going to work only one side from now on to make the front of our jacket. So 2, 4, 6, 8. This is the last stitch that I want, and I'm going to bind this one off. So I'm doing like, I'm pulling it still one more time, pulling it, and then I'm making these two together this way. So now my stitch is finished there, and you should have 8 2, 4, 6, 8 or 9 on the other side, but you should make the same. If you have 2 extra here in the middle, just finish the same way here. I just did. And then start working. We're gonna work the same amount of rows, so if you wanna add a marker here, let's grab a big marker so we know which was the first row. Is this one. So we are now on the second row. We have to make the same number here. I have 22 rows, so 22 to the other side from the marker, or 44 each way, just so both sides are the same. And so keep repeating these rows on this side first, and then we're gonna make the other side after. And so here is the part I was just making. It's like this now. I had to make extra rows here because you need a space for the neck, for the shoulder. So for the shoulder, I had around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like around 8 rows extra. And then all you have to do really is fold the jacket this way. And then just see, as you can see here, there's a little neck cut here, and so I'm going to open this last row. I want the tail on this side so I can seam here. So from this last stitch, I'm going to make this, and then I'm going to start biting off the stitches this way. So just pull through two and make them together this way. So pull this other one and then make them together. Just close this last stitch here. And then just leave this tail to seam with the other side here. So for the other side, start the row here, and I'm just gonna simply make a knot in that loop, just underneath it. And then start the other side from here. It's easier if you put it this way. So because I had one stitch less, I should have 18, but I had 17. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in this loop here, make an extra stitch, and then make the two together this way. So I'll have 8 here. 2, 4, 6, 8. And then I'm going just to make the same exact number of stitches that I have, of rows that I have on the other side here. Just count how many rows you have from there to all the way to the end, and then repeat the same number on the other side here. Now this is how it looks like, both sides on top of the other. And now what I did is just I placed this on top of my body, and then I placed markers where I wanted the sleeves to go, the opening of the sleeves, so I could seam on the sides now. So here on the side, that's the front, that's the back. I'm gonna seam all the way to here, and then I'm going to attach the sleeve to make the sleeve after. So just attach the tail here. So this is the seaming here. And now after you finish, I got to where the markers were. Now I can remove them. And with the same yarn, I can start making the sleeves. So on this sleeve, I had 14 stitches. So try and make the same number on the other side. I'm going to pull through the stitches in a way, in a place where just grabbing two of the loops instead of one only. And that's in order to get it. And then the loops, don't make them too wide, because here there will be a lot of pressure from the weight of the sleeve, so make them short here. I'll be making 14 of them. So I'm skipping one row here and making in the next one. Now I made the same number on both sides. I made 14 rows until here. And now to decrease stitches, what I'm going to do is I already made this one, and I'm on the beginning of the row because I'm here. That's where I started the rows. I'm going to make the next one and then pull that one through like this. And then I'm going to make 1, 2, and again pull this one like this. It could be the opposite way as well. It's just making 2 together so you have half of the stitches. So make 1, make 2, and then pull it this way. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the last one I'm going to make together. And so now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, half of the stitches, and I'm just gonna make the rows normally until my cuff is long enough to cover all my arm. So these are the measurements. Like the sleeves are around 52 centimeters, and here is actually the same, 51 centimeters this way here, or 20 inches. Same with the sleeves, they're 20 inches. I made 14 rows this way, 10 rows for the cuffs here. And now, starting from the bottom here, where we started all the rows, I'm going to bind off the stitches. To do that, I make the first loop and then make the second loop and then pull one on top of the other. Make the next one, and then just pull. Make sure it's not too tight, just because it's the finishing of this. I ended up using 6.5 rows of this yarn. And then after the last loop, cut the yarn, put inside this first one here, inside both loops. And then now I'm gonna show you how it looks like. Guys, thank you for watching this tutorial. I really wanted to make this oversized jumbo yarn jacket for me, because I'm going to go to a party next week and I wanted to wear it. And so I'm gonna wear it now, and just to show you how it looks like, but it's finished. You can just cut the yarn and just hide behind the stitches where you have it, where you have tails. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Leave me your like, subscribe to my channel for more content like this. And I see you on the next tutorial. Thank you for watching, guys.